Greetings, salutations, welcome back everyone. Today we are going to be playing Honkai Star Rail, as we often do. Today we do not have any more of the main story to do. We finished that like 2 streams ago, I think. 2 Star Rail streams ago anyways. So nope, wrong button. So we're going to play a bit more of the companion quests like we did last time. Clouds leave no traces, I believe, where we will go first. I believe this is Jingliu's. 1 second. Of the characters here, we go down here. Jingliu's quest is, I believe, there, which I'm really interested in doing, partly because if I like look at these characters, she's one of, I think, only 3 characters that I just haven't done anything really with story-wise. And the other 2 characters are 4-stars, so she's the only 5-star I think that I just like really haven't touched her story much at all. The other characters being, I don't really know much of anything about Luca, and I know a very surface level information on Lynx, youngest of the Landau siblings. Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to start with Jingliu's quest. I've been doing some of the Legend of Galactic Baseball event, which actually has me wondering, where am I at on these? 84 there. 84 plus my 65 and the 13 tickets. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's do this though. We have... I'm going to hit the correct button last, just for fun. Not really what I meant at all. Okay, so we are passing a letter to Dunhan apparently. I don't remember how this quest started, but this is how we're doing it now. We're passing a letter to Dunhan. Hey,
What is it? Do you need something?
I don't know. By the way, I should have maybe said this already. I don't know how much we'll be doing today. Maybe we'll get to another quest. Maybe we won't. We'll have to see. There's a letter for you. Someone's inviting you to return to old ground.
There's no signature, and it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember.
Oh, it's Afato. I meant Danato.
Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Do you need any help?
Thanks, but I don't even know where to start. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
Yeah, sure. Oh? What? The appearance of this letter makes you feel uneasy. You evoke the cloud hymn, and a droplet of water condenses from there and soaks into the letter. Have we shifted perspectives? The handwriting disappears, and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did?
No,
Maybe
I want
should make
to
a trip to
help
the seat of
out.
divine foresight. I need to ask Jingliu about the Stellaron hunters.
Oh, not including me here. Oh, must include Jingliu. Okay, this is what we're doing now. We're doing Jingliu, Blade.
Jingliu, witness my every move, my suffering.
Oh, Luocha.
An enemy worthy of your attention is a formidable enemy.
They both need a healer in the group, so after that, let's go with... I like Gnayafen. Is there someone better? I think I'm going with Gnayafen. Oh, here we go, Jingliu.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring.
Reassuring?
Relax. You needn't
It's
be
just
so
become
cautious, young man.
Hostile?
I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jingliu would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
Okay, here's Dan Han.
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Don Hung.
We're just doing this completely from his perspective, aren't we? Okay, so I'm just never actually going to meet Jingliu in the storyline myself at this rate. Okay, greetings. I need to speak to the general about
I need to speak to the general about something.
No choice. Okay.
Looking
Fair
for
enough.
compensation for
It's
the
not
injuries I gave
my
you?
character, the
I accept full
trailblazer.
responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
That won't
That
be
won't
necessary.
be necessary. The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I should be apologizing for any damage I caused myself.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Hung. Do you recognize the person on the steps?
Does he? I think so.
I can't say that I know her, but she does look a little familiar. Is she a guest of the General's?
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean
Yep.
after the rebirth.
Yep, they were.
That is Jingliu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lafu.
Okay.
She's the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation.
What?
She was also the General's master.
Wow.
According to records of
Okay,
wars
this
past,
is...
her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance.
She's impressive.
Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's
Wow.
a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jingliu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think
I
there would
see.
be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lafu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to
Wait.
turn herself in.
Wait, with
Her surrender came
Luocha?
with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed.
Oh, he did?
Before he left, he ordered us to
Why?
accompany Jingliu
Okay,
during her
well,
last day on the Lafu.
I mean, she's dangerous.
We're
So.
hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Oh? Oh, wait. I don't know how to say her name. Chinzu suddenly stops talking. Like you perceive a chill settling in there around you.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Don Hung.
Okay. Talk to Jingliu. Jingliu is here.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling
That
prison.
sounds about right.
I
Sounds
thought
accurate.
Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Lafu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
I remember you, but barely.
Recognize you. can't remember anything. The memories of my past life are like shattered glass. I can't piece together the reality from the individual shards.
I can't remember the words of every person who hopes to escape their past. The vtuber rebirth normally erases all memory of the previous life. However, you have retained fragments of your
that
past,
actually.
as well as the powers of the High Elder. If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibiter Lunay's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
Huh. Do you also wish to restore the High Elder succession? You want to make Imbibiter Lunay pay for what they've done? Tell me why you're here. You also wish to restore the High Elder.
You also wish to restore the High Elder succession, just like the Preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the vtuber. I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago.
That's really her plan, is to let them.
Jingliu has always been an understanding person.
I don't know
he
if
heard
that's
that
her
you
plan
would
or
be
not.
coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
Oh, in the meantime, where are we going?
The sea's depths conceal no stone,
Luocha.
and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
What's going on?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
Why?
For security purposes.
I don't know if I understand the reasoning for that, but...
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your
that's
stay.
not the very merchanty of you,
Your departure coincided
Luocha.
with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling.
Yeah.
I can't seem to piece together your motive.
Neither can I.
I was
Neither
asked
can I.
to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew
Still
nothing of its
claiming to be a
significance.
traveling merchant.
I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
It would, in fact,
Merely
yes.
a wanderer.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
You're too modest, Luocha. Do I
Gotcha.
need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone?
What are
Or
those?
must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
What?
I... Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You
Yeah?
flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that
Yeah.
you sense something is amiss,
Yeah, it's
are you looking to defend me?
clear.
and clear my name of suspicion?
No, I don't think he is.
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Law Fu you ever lay eyes on.
Wow. They're planning to kill it. To execute him here, I
She
believe.
told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and
Whether
feasted
that
here hundreds of
works,
years
I'm
ago.
not sure.
The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the general. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake.
Wow.
Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways.
Yeah.
You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now.
Jingliu.
Your master, Jingliu.
I did wonder why she hadn't come up, but I honestly didn't give it very much thought, so...
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Okay.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered
don't
myself
do it.
to the Alliance, and
Don't
I will
do
keep
it.
my word. Besides,
I don't
your
trust
general
her.
has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life. Accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship
Are
Commission?
we going to get a choice?
So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them.
I heard that the blindfolded is
When
to
the
help
people
her
of
resist the
Xianzhou
Mara.
live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
Okay. Here we are. What are we doing
Star
here?
skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Baihung, the Foxian pilot?
Baihang.
I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Baihan was mentioned among those 5. This name is unfamiliar to you and elicits no feelings. However, a voice inexplicably rings in your ears.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Wow.
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I only remember fragments.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Ah.
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff.
I see.
It represents the voyage of the deceased into the
It's
stars.
like what we did with
Due to circumstances
what's
beyond
her name?
my
The other
control,
Paxian.
I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
We don't have to go through
see.
the process,
Follow
do we?
me.
I feel like we've gone
I
through
don't
it
know anything
before.
about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry.
Okay, we get to try a little of her in the combat. That said, I have used her as a support character many times before actually, but it's a little different at least.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
There we go.
You impede me. Your end approaches.
Nothing major.
And pick this one out, hopefully. Yeah.
Blade of Moonlight.
Kill that one. Jingliu is actually one of the characters that I kind of wish I had.
There it is.
Would be
We've
nice.
arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Baihung's name in books before.
Ah.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. The author's name was Baihung.
Oh, that's
That's
sounds...
right. Bai-Hung was the one who
Does it
wrote
have
that
like
travel
photos?
log.
Ah, it sounds cool.
It was actually
Used
really
from a
interesting.
star skiff.
90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different
Crashes?
worlds,
Okay, not what
dangerous
I
situations.
expected.
It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Ah, her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws
She
of some
sounds cool.
abundance behemoth.
She does.
Or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also
That
possessed
doesn't
an
seem like a
uncanny
great
ability
title.
to predict future events,
Oh?
inauspicious ones
Really?
at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However,
see. That-
when it
that
came
does
to
seem-
surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations
it's scary
imaginable,
having...
she was always able to
wait.
turn the tide.
Actually, a little bit like Aventuring, where he's very lucky, but kind of don't want to work with him because there's also a lot of bad luck around,
Luck is a type of strength,
Comparatively.
after all.
in a sense.
I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Okay. Making a star
That'll do
skiff.
it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Okay.
Thank you, young man.
Here we go.
See? The Starskiff is complete.
Done. Oh, nice, nice.
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Bai-Hung in the end?
In
That
the
is
end,
good
I do not
question. I
think
don't
the details are
know.
necessary. We are here today to commemorate her.
Yeah, yeah.
In Bibiter Lunae, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
My guess is no. It was a bloody battle against the denizens of abundance. Danfan fought in that
Did-
battle.
Dun Feng fight alongside you?
Yes, the High Elder was held in higher regard. The Cloud Knights became wary after learning of Dan Feng's imminent arrival. General Tang Xiao called for me to guarantee the safety
General
of the troops.
Tan Xiao. I don't think I've heard that
Bai-Hung
name before,
didn't
but
care
maybe.
about any of that. She believed that the High Elder was mortal and no different from the soldier next to her. You ran a fair share of errands for her when she was still around. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Bai-Hung, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter.
Ah?
She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss
sanguinary
and awaken
abyss.
you from your dragon's delirium.
Wow.
She was not able to walk out of that fight.
Quite the name there.
We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in, Imbibitor Lune.
Oh?
You couldn't accept that Bai Heng was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never
Is
be
that what this is
undone.
about? This mistake that we're going to find out about?
There is no need to respond, Imbibitor Lune. Your answer is no longer
There's
important.
clearly something she's not telling us.
And now, I will send off this star skiff.
Okay, let's do this. Send it off.
Bai Heng,
Are you going to try
I've
to
brought
pull
your
anything?
flagon. This was a
Jingliu.
gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will
Okay.
fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky.
That's terrifying. Wait. What? Oh no. Oh wait. The note
go.
gets the stout.
The Artisanship Commission is next.
She's going after the quintet? Maybe? Okay.
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations.
Yep.
Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line.
Yep, I
until
like that guy,
reinforcements
that
arrived.
master craftsman
That's how the
too.
creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of
Yes?
the Artisanship Commission today,
Is this
he would
acquaintance
burst into laughter
related
at the
to
Sanjo's
the quintet
incompetence.
maybe, or to
What's that
Baihan
supposed
or
to mean?
anything?
What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
I mean, that's true.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques
Wait,
you are
what
so
contest
proud
is
of have
this?
improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
I don't trust Jingliu.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I
Okay.
don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me.
A little cold.
Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you? The moon shines on the truth.
Okay, I was trying to give them time to finish
Even
attacking
after your rebirth,
between each
your
other.
moves and techniques haven't changed one bit. Unworthy.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
Lunar flame.
Here she is without the blindfold on in her ultimate.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Your end approaches.
Almost.
Failed to send you.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Contest?
Don't get anxious, Envtuber Lunae. We have all the time in the world.
Lots of corpses.
Moonshine on the truth.
That freeze technique is pretty cool. I like it.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Envtuber Lunae. Do you know who crafted it for you?
it's been with me ever since my exile.
Oh?
I don't remember
Is
when I
it-
started wielding it.
It's one of the members of the Contat, probably, I'm guessing.
Blade of Moonlight.
Maybe?
I'll see you off. I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
Bloom,
Unnecessary.
eternal sleep is
The dead return!
Okay. Jingliu and Blade have some nice synergy. One of the reasons I wish I had
All
Jingliu
will be
myself.
revealed. In lunar flame.
Failed to send you.
Light them up. And that's dead. Nice.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything.
So I just wanted to say I don't think I have it in me to do another quest after this one. I didn't sleep well last night, to be quite honest. I did not sleep much at all.
But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to
Envtuber Lunae use a spear?
Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you
Who?
remember?
Who is it?
Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
What is this about? Try hard to remember. The name of that person flutters at the edge of your thoughts like a leaf in the wind, but it remains elusive and unclear.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long
I
and
like
meaningless
this
lives.
person. Ooh, I like that person.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name? When he was
I
but a
want to
child,
check something.
he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword, but he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder.
Wow.
At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Okay, catch up to Yanjin, who went up ahead. Okay. Shooting.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
Yeah? He became a long-life
He
species?
transformed into a long-life species?
Is that a
Correct.
thing?
Such are the
Really?
twists of destiny. Some people are born with unparalleled
Wow.
foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibiter Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion.
What?
His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul...
Wait. Smart as he was, he made a foolish attempt to use the flash of an abundance emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him in... Wait. Is this...
soul was shattered and became the
Do we
evil
know?
that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
A second chance?
What did you do to him?
Oh,
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom.
no.
I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him
Oh
of
no.
the karma
Wait,
of his
this is Blade, isn't it? This is Blade.
previous life. Afterward,
Oh,
I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name.
Blade.
We've idled too
Is it-
long.
Blade.
Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the fate...
Wait, can I see? Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm half paying attention because of that revelation. I'm trying to... Oh. Okay, under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt here.
Faithful Cloud Knights
Your Wi-Fi's not
the
that
hunt.
good.
Their devotion and sacrifices
That's
are indeed
unfortunate.
commendable.
I hate it when
But their devotedness
that
has made them
happens.
close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants
Really?
Yaoshi dead.
Okay, this is...
It is natural
Is
for
he telling the
short-lived
truth?
species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable.
He
to be
really...
honest. So,
he really...
in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution.
Okay.
Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
What? Huh?
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda.
He's clever.
And
Both of them, in
the
fact.
purpose of the contents of your
What
coffin.
is the contents of the coffin?
General,
At one point,
You
I
said it
passed the
yourself. This is
Stalin
beyond
was
your
in the...
control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingliu.
Blade? He's...
The man I knew would never have admitted
What?
he was bested.
Wow. Okay. All right. Unexpected. I didn't expect Blade at all. Oh hey, bye Lou.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
Reminiscing
I heard the
likely.
healer lady is capable of curing
Oh.
all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and
I don't know if
consultation.
she can cure your Mara,
Patience,
Jingliu.
young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
I'm a little concerned about how it's going to end. Here.
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
She's here for
Miss Milo.
consultation.
She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
It's
My eyes are
related.
fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area
Yeah, I
of
don't
expertise.
think she can do it.
Who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their
Hey,
patients.
that's
Give me your
that's
hand.
the spirit.
Start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
What? What?
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute?
Probably a good idea.
Your friend here has a very peculiar condition.
Mara, yes?
Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
There's no cure.
There's no cure.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core essay and her veins.
Yeah,
I've
there's
never
definitely
seen anything
something
like it.
wrong with you.
With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you
don't
and your friend
think
come back for
there's
follow-up visits?
Time for follow-ups, by now. Decline directly.
She's a criminal. That's up to the Cloud Knights and the Ten Lords Commission.
Oh,
Yep.
talk about not judging a book by its cover. She looks so kind and elegant. How could she be a criminal? Not my concern.
They're not
I'll do my best. No matter
exclusive
what I administer,
qualities.
she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some
She has to
soul-returning
drink
vitality
warm water.
infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go?
Someone
I'm sorry.
take it.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here.
Fair
Dunhung,
enough.
you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
I'm not so sure about
It's no
that.
bother. A little walk will do me good.
Ah.
She just learned that you're a criminal, though.
I can smell the herbs. It's a Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
I won't let it. Come on. Oh, I wanted to freeze it.
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one!
We'll kill them. Slaughter them.
Creatures start
Annihilate
visiting the
them.
Alchemy Commission!
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady.
Dragon
Stand
Lady.
back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
It does.
Everyone's a customer!
Tedious.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Yeah.
The fight is set.
I think we're fine with Ape attacking the blade. Yep. No, just fine.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is the
There we
dead
go.
return.
Get that healing aura. And they're both distraction characters, so I'm going to focus on the boss with them since
Normal flesh could withstand.
they have the whole
All will be revealed.
splash, the whole cleave damage going for them.
In lunar flame.
Turn out your pockets!
There we go.
Come feast your Happy New Year!
Can we get the last fire kiss on it? I think we did. Nice. Yes. That's it. Almost that.
You chose the wrong enemy.
There we go. Killed. Luocha's rapier.
Let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
Yeah.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What
I
with the
think that's
incident
what
on
the
Law
blindfold
I've
is.
treated a number of Mara-stricken
Foe.
patients recently.
What it's for.
They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me.
A deal?
I may be sane,
What's
but
that deal
one
about?
thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I
Yeah.
can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence.
That doesn't sound good. How unfortunate my hatred overshadows my other emotions. Okay.
All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past.
Okay,
If
sure.
I am without
sure.
either of them,
Why not?
I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days,
Did
you
she
notice
treat
a person in
Blade?
bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know.
Yeah, it's...
I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all
Could
over
she
the
have
Xianzhou
treated
for
Blade?
treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
Yeah.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description.
Okay.
He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood.
Yeah.
Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine.
What's he here for?
It would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Oh no. Oh no. Lots of important and powerful characters here at once.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
Is Yanqing taking Luocha away? And okay.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink.
7 centuries is a long time, you know.
How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end,
is she going to fulfill a huge end of the bargain after
I will be
having this free day?
This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay
That's
a
what
price.
the latter said.
Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen.
Okay.
Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator
That
to
blade,
assist Imbibitor
right?
Lunae in his evil. He fell,
Can I check
becoming
something
an
while?
immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath.
Oh.
Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Okay, I'm surprised too. I didn't actually expect to hear herself viewing herself in such a bad light. I don't know. I expected her.
Hung, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death. all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets.
There we go.
And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away.
Okay, this doesn't seem to be going as badly as I thought it might go. But I suppose it's just a companion mission, so in a way that makes sense. Talk to Jingliu and Jinyuan, okay.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jingyuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi.
The
I
what?
reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca light reflection barrier.
Oh, a Deca light reflection barrier?
Jingyuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Okay, she seems sure of herself.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait.
Oh?
Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you.
Jeez.
The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are
Specifically
incapable
the
of
flesh
killing someone with the
of an
flesh of an
abandoned
emanator.
emanator, I suppose.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
He just wants her to try cutting him down one more time.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
Hasn't she done
You
it?
will only draw against an opponent.
Oh, then he'll just attack you.
Jingliu.
Hey, Ghost,
allow me
how's
to
it
repay you
going?
for your teachings.
It's been a while.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Oh. Oh, what do...
We were here once.
Oh, look at them.
700 years
Still
ago.
clean each other.
Laughing, sparring,
Oh,
and thinking
look at
about the
that.
future.
I have always actually loved the way he like imbues his blade. It looks cool.
Like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Cienjo lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade.
Oh, there she is without the blindfold. Is that the Foxy and a pilot? What happened?
A familiar feeling.
Wait, what happened at the end there?
Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question
His
infinite
voice
times,
sounds a little different here.
but was never able to find the answer.
Is it just me?
Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again?
Look at this. Them actually not fighting. Wait. Wait a second. Let me hide. And let me just grab a screenshot of this. Real quick. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at this.
Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Oh? And he's back. Every time. Jingliu!
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
I'm going to return to the Express. I'm going to
Once
return to the
this
Express.
gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own.
Yeah,
just
but
as we
people don't
did
have to
back
do it
then.
one thing forever.
I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Imbibitor Lunae.
Okay, she is in some ways quite ambitious. Okay, bid farewell. Yanqing is here? I thought he left. What's Yanqing doing here, Blade?
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Of course not, Blade.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
If you wish, I will see it
I
through.
will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now.
Okay.
I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Jingliu?
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Yeah. Should I be responsible for Danfan's actions? I don't think so.
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
And Yanqing.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today.
He's just trying to protect
I
you.
understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
Who knows? Hopefully not, of course, but who knows? Only time will tell. I have to go.
Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
Yes. Speaking of which... Oh, wait. No, Is everything okay, Dan Hunt? Dellog and I heard you received an anonymous letter and we were worried. So we came here to check on you, but you weren't in the archives. Did that poker-faced Talaran Hunter Blade give you any trouble? I went to meet some old friends. Don't worry, I just stepped away for a little bit to catch up with some old friends. Phew, that's a relief. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made coffee for us. There we go. Some rewards there, and I think... Is that it? I don't know. I thought we'd also get some jades as well. Maybe I was wrong though. Okay. Yeah, so the plan was going to be that we would do the... Oh, I got something here. Let's grab those. Smoking Cool, the Universe Pew Pew Grand Challenge Web event. Huh, I don't know what that is. Anyways, the plan was going to be to do, I don't remember which mission it is, but to do, Yanqing's? I think he has a mission. I don't know. I thought Yanqing had a mission and I hadn't done it. And we'd do it. But to be completely honest, I didn't get enough sleep last night, so we're going to make this a little bit of a short stream. I mean, we still got through one companion quest today. I'm going to keep working on gathering up all the jades I can for when Firefly comes out. I want to have as many as I can. Yeah. And we actually have a schedule this week. I've been missing some of the weeks lately and actually putting out a schedule. Tomorrow, we will be playing a new game, Wuthering Waves. That's on the schedule, and I actually will be posting the stream, scheduling the actual stream shortly after I end this stream. And that's a new game. It's a new gacha apparently, and it's apparently pretty good. I had a friend of mine tried it in the past couple of days, and thumbs up. We've got to see what it's about. Who knows? That is tomorrow. I also released a video reacting to 2 of its trailers earlier today, if you want to see that. That was fun. It's like a 14-minute video I made. And we will likely be ending the week off with some Willow-Doometh, more of its new campaign, its new story. But that's it for today. I hope everyone enjoyed. And until next time, please do try and have a blast for me. Bye.